Hi, everybody. Give everyone a few minutes to hop on here. How is everyone doing? Hi, Edie. How are ya? I'm kind of excited for this Thursday night sprint. I'm just going to set up the kitty. Pomodoro. See how much we can get done this evening. Let me know what everybody's reading or working on tonight. Off work and fixing supper. Sounds good to me. I am just home from work. I got home about half an hour ago, a little less than half an hour ago, and I plowed through half a bowl of popcorn, and I have peanut M&Ms in here, and I have water and some pop, and I'm going to light some incense, I think, and just kind of hunker down here and get some work done on the library. So I actually have been getting some reading done this week. On Sunday, when we were sprinting on Sunday, I read the second book in the Spooksville series by Christopher Pike. Super cute. I really like this Spooksville series. I'd actually never read it before, even though Christopher Pike is one of my favorite authors. So I read that one on Sunday, and I was super hyped that I actually finished something. And then in the car for the first couple of days this week, I listened to Something's Upstairs by Avi. I believe it's 1988 it came out, and it was super cute as well. It was a really cool little adventure. I'd never read anything by that author before. So I've been feeling actually pretty accomplished with my reading, considering I haven't finished a book for literal months. So I think that's pretty good. What else am I reading? I'm reading one that's called The Lonely Ghost. So another kind of middle grade, spooky, kind of ghosty book. And I'm actually reading the third book in the Kendara Blake Buffy series. So I'm not very far into it. I think I'm only on like chapter 2 or 3. So I'm reading that one as well. And then besides that, I am off work after tomorrow, which is really anxiety inducing, but also really good because I need a little bit of a break. And so I'm hoping to get lots of reading done next week while I'm off. Matthew and I are both off. We both took some time off work. We're not really doing anything. We're not going anywhere. And we're actually on a little bit of a tighter budget these days because we're trying to get his stove installed and the hearth finished and everything. And that's, taking up most of our finances. So we're not tripping around anywhere. Usually we'll go out to the mountains, but it's like super expensive to do anything out there. So we're just going to stay around here. I'll probably get some reading done. I'm going to be healing some new tattoos. So I have my chest, back, shoulder appointment on Saturday. So after Saturday, I'm just planning on getting some reading done. So I'm super, super, super excited that I've actually read something. Because like I said, it's this vicious cycle of you don't read anything, but then it's the guilt of not reading anything, and that makes the whole situation worse. So the fact that I read anything this week and actually finished books, I'm super, super excited. So I'm not sure if I'm going to listen to music or read tonight, but I am getting work done on the library. So super excited about that. Yes, popcorn. A popcorn with M&Ms has been my favorite snack lately. I think it must be something about the salty and sweet together. And so I went for total comfort food tonight while I'm working on the library. Looking forward to the long weekend. Me too. I was just saying, like, next week I'm off work. And always the last couple of days before you take any time off are always so highly stressful and anxious and all of the things. So I'm just trying to get everything into a good place so I can actually take some time off. But of course, me being me, I am going to be available to my colleagues and I'll have my cell phone and stuff with me in case anything goes awry, but hoping to get some reading done. And I did have some comments on my last video that I put up that people do want a tattoo vlog / tattoo tour. So this weekend, over the long weekend, I will definitely be filming some of that. So I will definitely take you guys along to the tattoo shop. I've got an 8-hour session booked. And I said to Matt that maybe he can bring my mom in so she can have a tattoo shop experience. Just, I'm sure she's never been in one. So we're going to do that. My parents are moving into their new condo this weekend. So lots and lots of stuff going on. So hi, Alicia. Let me know what you guys are reading or what you guys are up to during sprints. I'm just going to pull up the kitty. Just remove hair for her for a little bit. Took my work email off my phone. Absolutely transformative, but it was hard. And like I'm like in that kind of area where I would like to be able to do that, but I'm not there yet. So yeah, I'm still going to get downtime. And the way I have it set up on my phone is I don't actually get notifications. So I would actually have to go in and check it without the notifications popping up. So I kind of set it up that way. And I also have Teams on my phone as well for work. So I'm just going to remain logged out. So I don't actually get notifications, but I can go in, say, once a day or whatever, and just check and see where things are. Just so I'm not completely overwhelmed when I get back. So unfortunately, in the position that I'm in, I'm the only one in that position at that particular office. So, and it's a new position there. So it's kind of hard to hand my work off to anybody and just have good coverage. Plus, me being me, I have problems with trust. I have problems with relinquishing control. I'm a workaholic. My hair is falling out. It's a whole thing. It took a long time to get to that point. Yeah, it does. Not having notifications will be huge. Yeah, I wanted to set it up that way so I could still have access and without actually like opening my laptop. But I'll only go in like probably twice a day, like in the morning and then halfway through the day, and then that's it. Because I know Matthew will be mad at me too for working too much. Where's my water? So September, I think, is going to be pretty busy. September, October, obviously, for spooky season. And then, like I said, we're getting the wood stove installed and a whole bunch of stuff going on. And I've started noticing that different companies are putting out like their Halloween events. So like we've got farms that are having like their Halloween lights. So it's kind of like a Christmas light sort of path, but it's Halloween lights and pumpkin patches and all of that kind of stuff. So that's being put out. So we'll be going around to a couple of those things in September. And then lots of movie watching and everything. And then I want to get, I think I said this on Sprints last time, I want to get like some puzzles and some more activity books, maybe a Lego set or something for us to do for the fall, because the doom scrolling has to stop. Matthew and I spend way too much time sending each other TikToks. So we've got to get out of that whole groove. I'm starting, Sweet Valley book. Nice. Are you reading them in order? I think once I actually start rereading them, I want to do it in order. Yeah, so we're super excited about the wood stove. Like, Matthew has worked so hard. he's been taking like his allowance. So we get allowances every week for spending money, each one of us, and we can spend it on whatever we want. And he's bought all the parts. And we said, okay, well, the install will be coming out of like our house fund. And he's worked so hard getting everything together. And we're so super excited. So we have a tentative date booked at the end of September. And where I am in Canada here in Alberta, which is kind of in the mountains, our snow usually starts to fly in October. So I can't wait for the ambiance. I can't wait to have like a fire. I'm a witch without a hearth for way too long. We're going to be cooking on it, and like it's going to help with our utility bills. So I'm super excited about the stove. Planning a series reread in the new year. I hope you're enjoying it. Yeah, are you going to read it in order as well? I'm assuming. I think Sweet Valley, like Babysitter's Club and stuff, those are the kinds of series that you need to read in order. But like what's called the Creepover series, which I really like, you can read those out of order. So I'm assuming you're reading them in order. Hello, Lily. Nice to see you. I'm reading The Last Time I Lie by Riley Sager. Oh, nice. How are you liking that one? I've only read a couple of Riley Sager books. Some I enjoyed and some I didn't. So I'm kind of on the fence with that particular author. I'm enjoying it. I'm reading them in order. Yeah, I figured you were. They definitely are a comfort read. And I know they will be for me too when once I get going on it as well. The witchy vibes. Oh, all the witchy vibes. So we've started buying just beeswax candles, which is fantastic. And then we'll have our wood stove. And the other thing I want to invest in, because I'm going to be, so Matthew's kind of contribution was the parts for the stove. And for me, I'm going to be buying some paint, some like decor pieces. And one thing I'd like to invest in is oil lamps, like antique oil lamps. We have a really big antique mall here in my community where I am, and they have fantastic things. So I definitely want to get some like old timey oil lamps to put around as well, so we don't have the fluorescent lights on all the time. No reading for me tonight. I've been pushing off a writing deadline and can no longer avoid. Well, I hope you get some productivity in. I think most of us are reading. Like I said, I'm going to be working on the library. So, yeah, good luck with the writing. Really enjoying it. My first time reading his books. Oh, good. Excellent. What was the one I read? Oh my God, I got to look it up. Hang on. Yeah, the only one left. Was the last one that I read, and it was fantastic. I really enjoyed it. Oh no, broke my end just last week. Hey, they're so nice, great vibes, and that's what I'm hoping for as well. So the stone and everything. If anybody saw my picture when we got the actual hearth done over on my Instagram page, it's like this really dark charcoal kind of gray stone, and that's going up on the walls as well. So I want to get a really nice dark sort of dark gray to not really black. I don't want to lose it in there, but I want to get like a darker gray color to put on the walls, that will be really complementary to it. And then I want to do like a gallery wall and get a nice credenza or something to put on that area. So then it'll be completely like, it'll look like it's finished after we get the install done and everything. So I'm super excited. I'm Canadian. We have really long winters. So I'm super excited to have a fire, and I think it's going to help with relaxation and, all of those things. Okay, I'm going to queue up the kitty, and we're going to go for 45. I'm going to work on the library. I will see you guys on the other side. So happy reading and writing. Hi guys, how did everybody make out with their sprint? I think we've got some new people on. Bad is here. Hello, asking Edie what he's cooking. Yeah, I want to know what you have for dinner too. Hey Jackie, happy Thursday. Relaxing and watching old episodes of Unsolved Mysteries. Oh, that sounds fantastic. Oh my god. I would love to be able to come to your place and finish my popcorn, which is now over there, and watch Unsolved Mysteries with you. Sounds fantastic. Hello. Joining in, going to finish the last 50 pages of Incidents Around the House. Let us know how you're liking it. I've heard about that one. I haven't read it yet, though. Hi, Em. Hey. I was just saying today, Em posted a video for like fall and spooky season book recommendations, and I need to get over there and watch that. I'm so excited to watch everybody's recommendation videos because I've been looking for some new kind of spooky season books to add to my collection. I know Jen from Literary Love had a really nice like setup done the other day on her Instagram page, and she had a book that I had never seen before. I think it was it poetry? I think it might have been like spooky poetry. So I'm super, super excited to see everyone's recommendation videos. Hi, Matt. How are you doing? Oh, I skipped one. Homemade pizza. Ooh, I love making homemade pizza. I can do it from scratch. Like sometimes I'll make the dough and do it from scratch. My mom, every Friday night when I was growing up, we would go to Allen's Video, which was the video store in Newfoundland that we always used to go to. It's not open anymore, obviously, but and I would always get a Nintendo game and a movie, and my mom would make homemade pizza. And it's such a nostalgic thing for me. Sorry, I keep looking over to the side. I have spell work going, which is, sometimes happens on sprints here. I did set off my smoke alarm one night when we were on sprints, but hoping this one doesn't catch fire. Matt just tells me not to burn down the house. Hi, Bad and M. And oh, we got so much love going on here. I love you guys. I love hopping on here and having everybody have a little regroup. And it's nice to do it during the week too. Like I had such a stressful past couple of days, and this is just, I was looking forward to this. I was looking forward to doing some spell work. I was looking forward to, I'm reorganizing my babysitters club right now is what I'm working on. And I had some witchy music playing, and it was just fantastic. One of my colleagues is not feeling very well right now. We work on a lot of projects together, and we're very challenging to one another. And he's really not feeling very well, has a cold. So I have some healing rituals going for my colleague, and working on some babysitters club. And I've got incense, and it's like rose sort of scented. And it's fantastic. I am really glad that I did this because it could have been so easy for me just to, just be on my laptop and work at my adult job tonight because like I'm going to be off next week and, just try to work through everything. But I decided to be on with you guys. And I think that's a much better idea. Yes, absolutely. I have so much YouTube to catch up on, you guys. It's like the past couple of months, like I've just been in such a bad place mentally. I haven't been reading, haven't been like listening to audiobooks. I haven't been watching other people's videos as much as I should, and just kind of being in my head. So I'm really glad that I'm starting to break out of that now. And these sprints I'm hoping are going to help. Relaxing and eating Doritos. Loved Alan's video. It was just such a nostalgic place when I was growing up, and I distinctly remember going in, and when they used to have those cardboard cutouts at the movie rental places, like when movies would come out, I distinctly remember the Edward Scissorhands one, because he was holding like this string of like paper dolls. And I remember that because I remember I rented out Edward Scissorhands for my 8th birthday because we had a sleepover. And the other one I distinctly remember is Addams Family. So those are the two that I distinctly remember at Alan's Video in St. John's, Newfoundland. Yeah, it does happen, but I try to, and I say this like every single sprint. I try not to put too much pressure on myself, but as an influencer, you just kind of get too much in your head and there's so much guilt involved. Um, but I'm really looking forward to, like I said, everybody's spooky season videos. Especially, I know people are going to be putting out vlogs, and I know Lauren at Happy Hounds Library did like a whole spooky season bucket list kind of thing. So I have to watch that. Um, and Kelsey has the Halloween-a-thon coming up, and there's Vamptember that's going to be coming up, and like all sorts of things. So I'm really, really super excited. Glad that you're starting to get in a better place. I can totally relate right now. I'm bringing out the Halloween decor this weekend. Oh, so that's one thing that I am doing, probably starting tomorrow night, is because if you guys were on with me on Sunday, like I did a whole mess of cleaning down here, and I pulled like 2 full bags of garbage out of my basement. I've got a whole bunch of books that need to be brought to the thrift store. But we're ready to go. I've got a little station over there for doing boo boxes. Yes, I will be sending out some boo boxes this year. So I need to get that started, and I'm pulling out my Halloween bins too, because I need a little bit of dopamine. I'm not gonna lie. So I'm really super excited to get my bins out. I have my Halloween tree out. I got my Halloween tree out last week, and I actually plugged it in and lit it up, and it was just so amazing. So we're almost into September, which is kind of crazy, you guys. I don't know how I feel about that. It's like this year just completely disappeared. Always behind, but it's fun to catch up when I can. Absolutely. And I'm really working on the not putting too much pressure on myself kind of thing. Who is doing Vamptember? I haven't heard of this one. I'm not sure if it's been announced yet, but um, it's going to be coming up. I don't know if there's announcement videos out yet, but it'll be coming. So I'm trying to put together a couple of things. I was asked to be a part of it, but unfortunately I can't this year. Like, okay, so this is part of the whole thing. I think probably one of the reasons why I get into these ruts, I guess you would call it, is because I get involved in too many things and then I burn out. So I've asked to be a host on a whole bunch of things, and it's not. Um, I think I get involved in too many things. It's basically, and then I get burnt out, and then so I just told everybody that asked, absolutely not. I'm not going to be involved. There's just 2 things I'm going to be on September. There's a podcast that I'm going to be on, and also, what was the other thing? Oh, Amy McCaw's YA book club. I'm going to be on their discussion at the end of the month. So we're setting that up. But those are the only things that I'm doing throughout spooky season. So that's pretty much it. Keeping quiet on the Vamptember stuff until the 1st. Excellent. So announcement will be coming. Went thrifting looking for Halloween, but didn't find anything. Well, so I went thrifting last week for Halloween specifically, and came home with like 2 bags of books. So I feel you on that one. But I did find, I don't know if you guys saw my last haul video. I found a whole bunch of Sweet Valley High seniors, which I only had like one in my collection, and I don't see them very often. So there was a whole slew of them. I think I got 7 or 8 of them the other day at the thrift store. So I was super excited about that. Always a good time for some Halloween magic. Absolutely. It's almost like when my brain decided that it was going to sabotage me, it's like I went into this black hole, and all of a sudden it's September, and I'm like starting to wake up. It's crazy. I don't know. It's been a really quick year. So that's that. So yeah, lots of plans coming up for spooky season. There's readathons, there's watchathons, there's activity-a-thons. People are going to be doing vlogs, there's bucket lists, and all kinds of stuff. So make sure you check out all of the booktube videos, and get over on Bookstagram as well, because there's stuff going on over there also. They have that 100 days of Halloween happy. And I say every year I'm going to take part in it, but I can never keep it going for 100 days. So bravo to those of you who are doing the 100 days of Halloween Happy and you're actually doing it like every single day. My ADHD brain doesn't let me do anything for that long. So never read any of the Sweet Valley Seniors, but I'm very curious about them. Yeah, and you hear about the Sweet Valley High, you hear about the Sweet Valley Twins, Twins and Friends, but that's this spinoff is one that I don't think a whole lot of people have in their collection actually. So working on the romance section over here, my Sweet Dreams section is getting really, really big. I mentioned in my last video that there are quite a few books in that series, so it's taking up a lot of space. So the way I'm reorganizing my library now, I'm doing a little bit differently. A couple more minutes and then we'll hop into the second sprint. I'm doing it a little bit differently this time because I used to put like everything together so I would have full shelves. And then it was aesthetically pleasing and all of that kind of stuff to have all of those shelves completely full and then double stacked. But every time I would get a new book in a particular collection or a new, chunk of books in a collection, I would have to literally reorganize everything every single time. So I'm doing them a little bit differently now where I'll have like dedicated shelves for kind of each section. So like all of my romance are going to be together, but like my Sweet Valley High is, it takes up one shelf in the back, and then in the front it takes up like another little chunk. So the rest of that shelf I'm just leaving it completely empty, and I'm just going to put a little bit of probably a skull or like a spell bottle or something up there as like a holder. And then when I get more Sweet Valley, then I can just keep filling that shelf. So I'm doing it a little bit differently because the way that I had them, it wasn't working because I was just constantly reorganizing. So I'm hoping this is going to work. It's not as aesthetically pleasing because you can see, well, you can't see anything, but I use the 2x4s and like you can see them. So, but I don't really care because I add so many books to my bloody collection all the time that I can't keep going the way that I'm going. So Sweet Valley University is really good. Oh yeah, I have a couple in the Sweet Valley University. That's one that I actually forgot about. I got a couple in there, but even when I was like a kid, I never ever read that high. So gave up on 100 Days of Halloween Happy last year. I just can't keep up with it, even though it is really fun, but it's just one of those things like unless you take like a chunk of pictures on the weekend and do your posts for the entire week and get ahead of it, like it's almost impossible to keep going with it. I was just looking at Sweet Dreams books, but I told myself, no, I just don't have the space. There's a lot of them. I already say I've got to look up and see how many books are actually in that collection because it's freaking huge. But it's always the covers. The covers get me every single time, and I just have to keep adding them. I look forward to seeing everything you do. Bravo. Yeah, I'm just one of those people, like I want to be involved in everything and I want to be, I love this community so much, and I do love you guys, and I want to be involved and I want to do as much as possible. But I'm a manager in my adult job, and it's a new position, and it's the first of its kind at this particular office, and I can't develop that and also keep up with absolutely everything that I was doing for BookTube. So gotta know my limits. And now that I've actually stepped back and kind of shut it down for a little bit, now I'm finding like I'm getting into my reading and I'm enjoying it a little bit more, and I'm reconnecting with my library. So this whole reorganization is helping me with reconnecting. So I think that's really good too. Has anyone read Paperback Crush? I really liked it. It's one of my favorite books, actually. You can get it if you have an Audible subscription, you can get it for free. And I read it for the first time a few years ago, and I actually reread it not that long ago, and I really liked it. And I actually, if you read it, have a notepad with you because they'll probably, I think she talks about like a bunch of series that like I didn't know about. So I would recommend it. I thought it was hilarious, and I read it on my walk every day when I was working from home. I would go for a walk on my lunch, and I listened to it as I was walking and I was smiling and laughing, and it was so nostalgic. So, and the other people that I know that read it enjoyed it as well. So I would highly recommend Paperback Crush for sure. Okay, I'm going to get the kitty going, and we're going to go for another 45, guys, and I will see you on the other side. Bye. Hi guys. How do we make out? Well, I have to say I finished my spell, but again, I set off the smoke alarm and Matthew laughed at me. Um, but spell work is complete. He's like, "You smell like roses." So absolutely, I do smell like roses. So that's finished, and I reorganized the Babysitters Club books and got them up on the shelf. So all of that is complete, both the Babysitters Club and the Babysitter's Little Sister. So I'm feeling very accomplished so far. Back to Paperback Crush. So Jackie liked Paperback Crush as well, and I know Kelsey read it. I know Cameron read it. Eric from Smells Like Teen Horror read it, and they all liked it as well. So highly recommend that one. We've got some more hellos. I always struggle with not having a mouse on my computer, and then I go way too far down in the comments. Yes, Edie's homemade pizza sounded delicious, and now I'm wanting homemade pizza. So I might have to make some this weekend. He said it was good. Popcorn with lots of hot sauce. Is that specific to like a place, or is that specific to bad? I've never heard of anybody honestly putting hot sauce on their popcorn, but it sounds like it would work. It sounds like it would work. Your library process is looking great. You know what? There's so much left to do, but I'm really excited to show you guys once I get everything done. And it's times like this, times like this when I feel like saying like, why do I own so many goddamn books? But I wouldn't have it any other way. And we're actually revamping down here a little bit so I can have more room for more bookshelves, if you can believe it. So Matthew was talking to my mom the other day, and I can't remember how we got on the conversation, and he's like, oh my God, he's like, between tattoos, Halloween, and books, he's like, she's got a problem. He's just giving me a hard time though. People Upstairs movie is so good. Sorry, reminded me of it. People Upstairs. I don't think I've seen that one. Kind of reminds me of People Under the Stairs. That one's really good. We're probably going to pull that one out for spooky season 2. Enjoy relaxing time at home. You deserve rest and whatever you need to get done. Yeah, people always say to me, like, when I take time off from work, they're like, oh, where are you going? What are you doing? And I'm like, nothing. I'm not doing anything. I'm away from here, and that's all that matters. I need a break from you guys and a break from all of the work. So super, super excited to get a little bit of vacation time in. Good night, Jackie. I know it's getting late out there. It's actually getting late for me too, guys. I'm starting to come down a little bit. I do take some medication at night, so if I start to sound like I'm not really with it, it's just because my medication is kicking in. So I will be very, very relaxed coming up here in the next few minutes. So we're going to have one more sprint. I'm just going to get through these comments. We're going to have one more sprint. I'm going to finish up down here, and then I'm going to be off to bed. So for anybody that's out east, I know it's getting late, so people are going to start jumping off here. Watched another video, doom scrolled a little, read a little. I mean, it's good. It's good. 50 pages into Power Play, and now I'm making dinner. Let us know what you're having, Amanda. I'm excited. Oh, good. Good. You know what? Let me know what you think of it once you get it read. I really enjoyed it. If there's mixed reviews out there, I would like to hear what people have to say who didn't like it. But everybody that I know that read it really enjoyed it, and I thought it was super, super cute. There's another couple of like collector type books out there. There's one that's like, is it like 90s books in general for collecting? I know Cameron featured one on his channel. I have a bunch of them on my wish list on Amazon, so I will do I'll collect them together and let you guys know which ones are kind of complementary to Paperback Crush, I guess. Late here. Yes, it is. It's very late. I'm off work until next week, so just laying in bed and watching YouTube. I mean, that sounds like a good time to me. Yes, Paperbacks from Hell is another one like that, which is another one that I would like to get for my collection eventually. I know that one is super, super popular. The I would like to get the hardback. It's pretty expensive, but I know it's like it's fully illustrated and everything, so I think in the end it'll be worth the money. The other thing I just noticed actually, I started pulling out a bunch of books, just kind of pulling them out on the shelf of ones that I want to put in my pile of possibilities for spooky season, September, October kind of time frame. So I'm going to be shooting that video coming up here pretty soon. I have to shoot my vlog this weekend, so I'm excited that you guys are excited to see my tattoos and my new ones and have a tour. Yeah, I'm really super excited about that. I've got to, like I said, do my pile of possibilities for books. There's another one that I wanted to do with movies that I'm excited about coming out here. I just booked my tickets today for Beetlejuice. Myself, Matthew, and a friend of ours, a really good friend of ours, we're doing a whole date night. We're going to dinner and we're going to see the movie at 7:30. So really, really super excited. I booked that for opening night. So next Friday. Potatoes, sausage, peppers, and onions. Oh, like a skillet meal. Oh, I love skillet meals. Absolutely. Looking forward to the tattoo vlog. Me too. I, if you guys watch my last video, the cutest things have been happening to me. I think kids think that I'm like a Disney villain, and they want to tell me all the things, and give me hugs, and so I'm full on in my villain era. Welcome to your 40s, ladies. You're officially a Disney villain if you wear black lipstick and have tattoos. Okay, I'm gonna queue up the kitty here. And we're going to go down to, we're going to do 30 minutes. And then, so this one will be the last sprint, 30 minutes. And then we're going to sign off and say goodnight. So hope you guys have a fantastic sprint. I'm going to bring her up here and I will see you guys on the other side. Bye. Hey everybody. I hope you guys had a good last sprint. I cleaned up a little bit down here, put the last couple of Babysitters Club up on the shelf. And yeah, I went and I did my skincare, so all my makeup is gone, brushed out my hair and everything. So I'm pretty much headed up to bed. I'm going to read a little bit probably before closing my eyes, but I'm pretty much done. So it's Thursday, tomorrow's Friday. I hope you guys had fun tonight. For I guess this is the second time I've done sprints for during the week, but technically the first time that I've done it during the work week. So I'm probably going to make this a regular thing. I'll do a couple during my week off, and then once I go back to work, probably do these kind of bi-weekly, and then we'll have our Sunday morning ones as well. So I hope you guys are having a great day or night wherever you are. And I'm signing out. So we've only got a couple of people left. Thank you guys so much for sprinting with me this evening and keeping me focused on myself and my library instead of just working my adult job. So thank you so much. Edie is always here with me. So I love you so much. And I love the rest of you guys. Thank you guys so much for hopping on here all the time. It's always so much fun, and I always feel more relaxed afterwards. So have a great night, guys. And I'll see you guys Sunday. Bye.